Hey everybody, Ramblin Mike here. Going to share with you today on Six of Swords. Sixes are always about harmony, triumph, victory, movement forward out of the fives. And Six of Swords is, it's the air energy, so it's about the thought process. Coming unstuck from your own thought process, getting a clear thought about where to move. And, I always see source involved with this, whoever that is to you, and having us, inspired action, not just action, because this can talk about movement in the mundane as well. Not just, action, but inspired action, hearing the divine, thinking, wow, that's a really good idea. Moving in that direction right there. I did bring some of my favorite Six of Swords tarot cards to share with you today. To get a little flavor of the Six of Swords. I did bring my journal. These aren't for everybody. These are for my tarot enthusiasts. This is my Six of Swords page here. I'm going to be sharing out of that and some other books, as many of you already know how we how I play with this right here. So first thing I'm going to do is show you some of my favorite Six of Swords and talk about them a little bit. First one, of course, my city of Prague. I love it. Bubba Studios. I love Bubba Barak Studios. They make amazing tarot. The old Six of Swords. The lady with her babies coming out of the troubled water. Source. I would see Source as the oarsman. Bringing him out of the old troubled waters right there. What do we got here? Oh, yes, this is nice. Many of these you can see on my modified tarot decks page. This is 8 coins tattooed tarot. Modified. Beautiful stuff right there. Always shows the boat, the 6 swords, heading towards the sunset right there. Beautiful stuff. This is the Tarot Apocalyptus. Modified. It's nice. I mean, again, I always see this as like source right here. With a new idea for us. Let's get in our boat. Get out of these choppy waters. Let's go find Paradise Island. It's over there. May not know where the destination is, but when it's time to head out, it's time to head out. Here's the Starman. And, Six of Swords takes bravery as well. You can see our little warrior right there with that little war mask, blowing that little blue smoke at him. But he's pressing through. He's decided, no, I'm coming out of these troubled times. And I'm definitely moving forward right here. Where are we going? The Mystical Tarot. Beautiful. Again, the 6 swords, all the thought process, learned all the life lessons, moving forward. I love the cosmos represented by that, big old swirly swirl up there in the sky, huh? Heading towards new lands right over there. What else do we got right here? Oh, I just love this one. This is the Alchemy England. You can look at all of these, my modified decks in my playlist, Ramblin Mike's Modified Tarot and Oracle. This is the Alchemy England. I love this thing. It's just an amazing 6 of Swords coming out of old Skeletor's world right there. The Fae. I love the little Fae tarot right there. You can see her. The boat, the classic, the 1 sword. She's moving on. Smoother waters ahead for her. Oh, yeah. This is Tarot of Sexual Magic. They're definitely coming out of some choppy waters right there, huh? 6 of Swords can be about reconciliation as well. You know, putting things back together in the mundane. That's definitely putting things back together, huh? What else have we got here? My Vampire Tarot. This is called the Tarot of the Vampire. And I like the crow sitting on his shoulder. It's like Source speaking in his ear. You know, the contemplation on his face. The bravery many times that it takes for us to move into a new world. I like it. I like this card a lot. I like this deck a lot. And again, it is in my playlist. And a very fun one, huh? The Tarot del Fuego. Very fun. Flamboyant deck. The old 6 swords right there. I mean, he definitely knows, oh, it's time to get off these swords and head over there to that, you know, that rosy world. I love the candle, the new inspiration, you know, the castle of the new world on the old leg right there. Fun deck. All right. And of course, my favorite, the Tarot Illuminati. You know, I always see this as learned a whole lot of life lessons wherever they were. Coming out of these choppy waters, heading over to smoother waters, huh? There's the foreign lands, the old Paradise Island right over there. You can see her. She's definitely a little sad, you know, but the inner child right there is definitely looking up at the oarsman. You know, please, sir, we learned a lot of life lessons. Could you please take us over to that new land over there? We want to go forward. And 6 of Swords, you know, in my opinion, well, you're not going to go on this journey alone. You're either going to go on it with somebody or you're going to go on it because of somebody, but there's more than one people involved when 6 of Swords shows up. All right, let's get into the books right here, huh? Passages granted. It starts talking about the 5 of Swords here. While the 5 of Swords reflects an impenetrable boundary, the 6 of Swords is the crossing of the border. It is the transition from one state to another, a means of traveling and also moving and leaving the past to embrace the future. The water reflects emotional states and all levels of consciousness. And, you know, that's pretty much any tarot card that has water on it. It's always, definitely has emotional states are connected with that card. This arcanum can be seen as an escape or exile, but the card also becomes the destination. The trip becomes a discovery, an exploration, an evolution. In all cases, the card is the crossing of a boundary or a barrier and the siren song of the foreign land, unknown yet full of promise. The card shows the comparison of different and unfamiliar feelings of the new realities. The need to forget yourself for a moment and focus on others. This journey is never taken alone. It is the need to adapt to new ways of living, thinking, and communicating. Nice stuff right there. All right, let's look at some upright traditional meanings for 6 of Swords if it shows up in a spread. Threshold and changing, a voyage to new possibilities, sea trip, route, shipping or naval command, traversing unknown waters, better times ahead. Transition, the mind exploring, the process of learning and discovering, testing hypothesis, the journey for its own sake, escape, getting lost in learning, moving through uncertainty, endless seeking. Learning something new will allow you to move on. A little more traditional upright meaning. Transition, movement to a new phase, rebalancing of the mind and a series of ideas, a journey, whether physical or metaphysical, passing on ideas to others, traditional and limited forces granting new ideas, the freedom of the mind from its boundaries, harmony and peace of the mind, protection and guidance from an unknown source on one's journey of new discoveries. That's why I say I always see source with this card, you know. They help you to be brave. Let's take a look at a couple of traditional meanings for Six of Swords in the reverse. Stuck in a rut, wanting to move forward but not knowing how. Inability to escape a negative situation. A refusal to be responsible for others, hiding from a situation rather than dealing with it. Let me get this over here. Difficulty moving on or making a transition. Holding on to the past. Being held back by old ideas. An unwanted change. Return to well-known areas of one's life, going over old ground. And a couple of buzzwords for Six of Swords, reversed. Cannot move on, carrying baggage. All right, let's do some buzzwords for Six of Swords, upright. Got a lot of them. Nice thing about these videos right here, if you're working with your journal, you can pause at any time you want, write them down, and play, pause, play. You guys know how to do it by now. Here we go. Got a bunch of good ones here. Six of Swords, buzzwords, upright. Resonating. Transfer. Exploration. Obstacles, recovery, travel, movement, reconciliation, trip, gateway, passage, transit, flux, evaluation, regretful but necessary transition. Rite of passage. Escape. Research. Science. Journeys. Running away. Moving on. Destination. And relocation. Astrologically, this is Mercury in Aquarius. And the Golden Dawn Society's name for Six of Swords is Lord of Earned Success. Now I got my little poem right here. I'm going to read it to you. Comes from this little gem you get in your Tarot Illuminati kit. It's a little poem by Kim Huggins. And it's like Six of Swords talking to us. These are fun. So Six of Swords. The escape of the mind. Your mind can carry you to the furthest reaches of the world and beyond. With your thoughts, you can solve the deepest mysteries and behold the finest beauty. They are the silver thread showing you where you have been and the labyrinth through what you wander, searching for the center. Let yourself get lost in this labyrinth. Never fear the journey nor the destination, for I am there with you. I have always been here and will be until the end of your days. I am the ferryman, the ability of your mind to guide itself through the troubled waters of uncertainty. And I am your thoughts as they take you on a passage through inquiry and reconciliation. Your mind will never stop seeking. You must learn to love the labyrinth and know when to escape it. Know when to move on and let your mind transition, and know what you can bring with you on your next quest. Six of Swords, the escape of the mind. Hope you guys are enjoying these. I'm definitely enjoying putting them together. I love you. Namaste. Love and light. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.